Hello and welcome to our second annual AISD online Superintendent Dialogue with middle and high school students. You have been chosen by your principals to represent your grade levels and schools in AISD. That means we have 155 students from every secondary school participating in this free exchange of ideas. Thank you for participating and sharing your ideas with me. We want this to be a free-flowing forum for your ideas on a number of topics important to the school district and our future. The great thing about this virtual dialogue is that because it takes place over 3 days' time, it gives you the opportunity to think about the topics and the responses from your peers in order to tell me what you are thinking. On January 26th, the Student Advisory Committee met with me and decided on some topics to kind of kickstart the conversation. The topics include things like the budget, facilities, attendance, rewards for attendance, penalties for attendance, standards for substitute teachers, student support groups, and that's just to name a few. Your input is crucial for developing the district's understanding of the student perspective on these issues. Now, you know, many times our district is very large, so sometimes the kids get left out of our big public discussions. So we want to make this an opportunity for you to share your thinking and influence the decisions that the adults will be making. I'll share your thoughts in a summary form with our district leaders and, of course, the Board of Trustees. Now, a way to bring our virtual world to life is to think of it like we're kind of at school. So, for example, I'll be sitting in the virtual cafeteria with a group of students. We'll be there for 3 solid days because, as you know, cafeteria food is just so tasty. So you come over and join us for lunch, right? We get talking. We talk about how hard or easy some of your courses are and other things that are on your mind. And then you tell us what you think. You listen to the other ideas of students before you go back to class. Then that night, you'll see that we're still sitting there and you could, like, for example, come back after school and talk to us again in our virtual cafeteria. And, you know, you could tell us that, you know, you're thinking about college, how expensive it is, what could the school district do to help, and so on. So you get the idea. You're really smart. You're really bright. I know that you've done chat rooms all the time with your friends, so this will be very easy for you. But the idea is that we're kind of all together for this 72-hour time period with a lot of exchanging going on, and you'll be able to leave our space and come back to our space because, of course, we're all in cyberspace. So I wanted to remind you that after we do all of our ideas and you start seeing things that you like, at any point in time in the discussion, you can actually vote for ideas that you like a lot. So don't forget to do that if you see something you like, because we're going to tally those things up and, you know, make some of the talk about those things being a priority for some pretty big next steps. So just as a final reminder, it wouldn't be school if we didn't have rules, and we have to have rules in our Net Talk cyberspace as well. I just want to remind you that this is not a forum for you to criticize individual teachers or, you know, talk about people by their first and last name. We want to have you focus on what's really going on in your school, what you like, what you think we could be doing better. And for example, you might let us know what's the best part of your school day, but what you also think needs to be improved. If you're doing well in school, think about some of your friends who might be having difficulties and share scenarios, things that happen to them. There's no need for names, and we absolutely want to respect the privacy of others. Of course, I'm trusting that none of you will be doing this dialogue while you're supposed to be studying. So set aside time when you can to actually join us, have some space, some quiet space around you to share serious thinking. And as we go along, you might also want to talk to your friends about the dialogue and see what they might want you to share. Now, because this went so well last year, we hope to make this a regular part of what we do in our planning as a school district. We need your students' thoughts, perspectives on a number of issues, because after all, you're the reason I love coming to work every day and serving our schools. So let's get started, and I can't wait to see what new wisdom this conversation produces to make AISD the best district in Texas.